Hello, Peter here, your Pinoy accountant, and in this video, we'll talk about yung mga 2025 year-end and of course, the 2026 annual compliance. So first of all, Happy New Year sa inyong lahat. Happy 2026! I hope you are all doing well and thank you ulit sa inyong lahat sa pag-support sa ating YouTube channel, Pinoy Accountant. Natapos na yung 2025, yung taxable year na 2025. Tapos na ba talaga yung ating mga compliance? Tapos na ba yung mga to-dos natin? And the answer is it's a big no. Hindi pa tapos yung mga kailangan natin gawin to comply with our itong mga BIR requirements, ayan, and other mga requirements. For the 2025, ayan, madami pa tayong mga requirements and panibagong requirements naman for the 2026 so that mapanatili natin legit yung ating business na complete tayo ng mga permits. Ayan, yung pag-usapan natin today, ano ba yung mga kailangan natin tandaan ng mga dates and kailangan natin i-submit. So, ayan, January 1, ayan yung mga manual books, napag-usapan na natin 'to, yung mga businesses that are still doing manual books and mostly sa mga business naman is nasa manual books pa tayo. So yung pag-register ng mga books niyo, you can actually opt na every year kayo mag-register, like at the start of the year. Ayan. So iba yung set of books niyo ng 2025, 2024, and if gusto niyo yearly nga, so January 1 puwede niyo nang yung deadline or before niyo gamitin yung books niyo is kailangan niyo i-register through online lang 'to, through Orus. So may mga videos tayo niyan kung paano niyo i-register yung books niyo through Orus. Online lang 'yan. So free, walang payment na ilalabas. So yung kailangan niyo lang bilhin is yung mga books ninyo, cash disbursements and cash receipts, general ledger, general journal. You can buy that sa inyong mga school supplies. National Bookstore, nandun yon. So, you just have to buy the book and then kailangan nyo lang i-register yan through Orus. So, online lang so that makaka-generate kayo ng QR code and yun na yung ano nun, yung tanda mark na or yung proof ninyo na nakapag-register kayo is yung QR code na ma-generate nyo using the Orus. So, ayan yung January 1 ha. So, if gusto nyo nga, every year, ayan, January 1, i-register nyo yung books nyo or before that, before nyo gamitin, kahit December 30, 31, or before January 1, pwede nyo nang i-register yung books nyo. But I suggest yun nga pa, so that hindi na kayo malito or hindi nyo makalimutan, January 1 pa lang, ayan, i-register nyo na yung books nyo. If you would want to opt yung annual yung registration nyo. If hindi naman, if may mga naiwan pa na mga pages yung inyong books, pwede nyo gamitin yan until maubos yung mga pages. So, if malapit na maubos yung mga pages, ayan, that's the time na magre-register kayo sa Orus. So, ayan. So, yung second natin is January 15. Sa mga loose leaf naman, if ever you opted for the loose leaf, kailangan yung i-print yon yung the 2025, yung mga books niyo kailangan yung i-print and then kailangan yung i-bookbind or kailangan naka-hardbound siya and then isasubmit nyo sa inyong RDO yan. So, yung deadline is January 15 and don't forget, every year kayo magre-register if you are yung nag-opt kayo ng loose leaf. So, January 15 din yung deadline yan sa pag-register sa Orus. Yung iba kasi nakakalimutan. So, annual yung registration if ever you opted for the loose leaf. So, next natin is January 20. Ayan, malapit na, no? January 20 is, yung ano naman nito is yung mga in relation dun sa ating mga mayor's permit. Ayan, kailangan natin yung unang step is, of course, kukuha tayo ng barangay clearance naman. 'Di ba? And then we should get also the other permits, yung sanitary permits and the fire inspection. Ayan, before you can go and renew your mayor's permit. So yung mayor's permit or the mayor's business permit naman, yung deadline yan is January 20. So ngayon pa lang, ayan, asikasuhin na natin yung mga documents na kailangan natin so that, ayan, 2026, ayan, complete yung ano natin, mga requirements and I mean mga permits na we are really doing business na legit tayo, hindi tayo yung ano, yung illegal to doing business. Ayan. So, next natin is January 30 naman. If you are computerized books naman kayo, kailangan nyo i-submit yung soft copy naman ng books niyo. Pwedeng USB, ayan, pwedeng DVDRs, i-submit nyo sa inyong RDOs. And again, wag niyong kalimutan na kailangan nyo ulit i-register yung inyong computerized books using the ORUS or the online registration and update system. So, online lang din yung pag-register niyan. Again, annual yung registration pag ano kayo, computerized books. So, next natin is January 30. Ayan, inventory list. So, ito, dito na medyo madami yung naguguluhan, maraming confusion. Sino ba yung required to submit the inventory list? If you are doing business, if you are manufacturing, ayan, retail kayo, construction and real estate, ayan, pasok kayo, you are required to submit yung inventory list. So we had a separate video niyan discussing at paano nyo i-comply yung inventory list, yung sworn declaration, ayan. You can check dun sa description box na lang natin ilalagay ko yung link sa video na yon. So yung key lang dito is, yung iba kasi, although service sila like printing service, but if i-check nyo yung certificate of registration din nyo, if may nakalagay dun sa PSIC or dun sa line of business, if nakalagay dun is, may word, yung keyword niyan is retail, ayan, if may retail yan, automatic kayo, pasok kayo, kailangan nyo mag-submit ng inventory list. And again, yung deadline yan is January 30, so before the deadline, ayan, i-comply na natin yung mga kailangan nating i-submit. Ayan. So next tayo is January 31 naman is for the mga in practice of profession, if may license kayo, if for example real estate broker, ayan, CPA, ayan, teachers, ayan, if kayo may license from the PRC, ayan, kailangan yung kumuha if you would want to practice your profession nga, dentist, ayan, mga doctors, ayan, kailangan yung kumuha ng PTR nyo, the professional tax receipt. And sa City Hall din ito. So, yung deadline niyan is January 31. And same din sa occupational tax receipt. So, if hindi kayo under sa profession sa PRC, ayan, occupational tax receipt yung kailangan nyo. Ano yung mga example dito is yung uh, mga athletes, ayan, mga celebrities, ayan, mga freelancers, ayan, virtual assistants, ayan, you will fall dito sa category na occupational tax receipt yung kukunin nyo. Again, doon lang kayo sa city treasurer's office niyo, pwede kayong kumuha ng inyong OTR and the PTR. So yan yun, January 31 yung deadline yan. And then next natin pag-usapan is yung mga 1604C and the alpha list. So this is the annual information return of withholding taxes on compensation. And required to if ever may mga employees kayo, kahit mga minimum wage earners, kailangan yung mag-submit ng annual information return na yun nga, kailangan yung i-list yung inyong mga employees, kung magkano yung kanilang mga earnings, ayan. So that is using itong 1604C, and then yung alpha list, kailangan yung gamitin again yung ating alpha list data entry and validation system. So kailangan yung i-mano-mano i-input yung mga employees, yung details nila doon. So next natin in relation to that, the 2316 naman, or the certificate of the compensation payment and the taxes withheld. So yung mga employees, yun yung proof nila kumbaga na na-withholdan yung kanilang salaries. And they will be tinatawag yan yung substituted filing na sila with the BIR 2316. So hindi na nila kailangan mag-file ng annual income tax return because yun nga substituted filing sila, and yung proof nila is the 2316. So kailangan yung, if ever may mga employees kayo, kailangan yung ibigay yung 2316 sa kanila January 31. So kailangan yung i-distribute, and then kailangan ng employees nyo to sign on the 2316. And in relation to that, again, the BIR 1604F, I mean, ibang withholding, ibang naman to, annual information return. So, hindi to compensation. This is the final withholding taxes pala. So, in most cases, hindi to nag-apply sa atin. These are yung mga banks, they have yung mga interest natin sa savings. Ayan. Mostly, ito yung common example, 20% na final withholding tax. So, yan yung kailangan nilang i-comply. The annual information return of final withholding taxes and the alpha list na din. So, next tayo is Feb 28. I mean, ito na yung in relation doon sa ating mga BIR 1604C and the alpha list and the BIR 2316. So, Feb 28, the employee substituted filing, yung nabanggit nga natin kanina, yung mga employees na ito, hindi na sila required to file yung annual income tax return nila. And yung 2316, yun na yung nila mismo, yung kanilang proof of tax payment and tax return. So, sa employer na side to, if you have mga employees, ito kailangan nyo i-submit yung scanned copy ng BIR 2316, PDF copies, kailangan nyo ilagay sa DVD-R or sa USB yung signed copies na yon. And then, yung may mga attachments ba yan, sworn declaration, and the certification of the list of employees. So, kailangan nyo i-submit yan sa inyong RDO, Feb 28, if ever you are employer. and then may mga employees kayo, kailangan nyo yung submit yan. And then, March 31 naman, BAR 1604E and the Alpha List. So ito naman is the annual information return of creditable income taxes withheld. So if ever may mga payments kayo sa mga for example sa rental, ito yung madalas na example, nag-withhold kayo ng payment sa mga rental from your lessor, ayan, kailangan yung ng annual information yan. So BAR 1604E yung gagamitin ninyo for the expanded. So, yun yung common na example if ever man nag-withhold kayo sa mga income payments. And yung common na example nga again is yung rental. So, ayan, 1604E yung gagamitin natin. And then may kaakibat, again, may kaakibat na alpha list na kailangan yung gawin, which is through e-submission naman, yung data file na ma-generate nyo. Ayan, e-submission lang yung kailangan dyan. And then, eto na, last two na tayo. Ayan, malapit na tayo sa championship. And dito na tayo sa April 15. Ito yung pinaka ano talaga yung pinaka-deadline ayan ng ating annual income tax return for the 2025. Ayan, 2025 na income natin. So that is, 'di ba, imagine that December 31, 2025 and then yung deadline is April 15 pa. So yung iba kasi nakakalimutan nila na hindi pa pala sila nakapag-file ng annual income tax return. So yun, may penalties naman. So yung deadline yan again is April 15. But as early as now, January, actually pwede na kayo mag-file ng inyong annual income tax return. And then yung kaakibat niya na if may SOUT, if may mga 2307 kayo, creditable income tax na claim, ayan, kailangan nyo gamitin yung SOUT or the summary alpha list of the withholding taxes. Ayan, again, e-submission lang to. Kailangan nyo gamitin yung alpha list data entry and validation. Again, the submission and payment of the annual ITR, yung deadline niya is April 15. And then sa April 30 naman, if may mga attachments yung ating ITR kagaya ng 2307, so yung scan copy ng 2307, kailangan natin i-submit via EAFS naman. So yung deadline yan is April 30. Ayan. So, ayan, natapos na natin. Medyo madami ba yung ating mga 2025 year end and the 2026 annual compliance. So, ayan, you can just picture or take a screenshot. And ito yung mga kailangan natin gawin. So, hindi pa tapos yung ating mga tasks for the 2025 and then may panibagong task na tayo for the 2026. So, as early as now, kailangan natin to i-comply ngayon. Medyo maaga pa. So that mas madami pa tayong time if ever may mga errors or may mga if ever nag-down yung system. So I suggest as early as now, ito, gawin na natin itong mga compliance. So yun lang yung ating video for today. If ever may mga tanong kayo, just comment down below. My name again is Peter, your Pinoy accountant. And again, thank you very much for supporting our channel and our website. Again, you can visit our website and super thank you sa mga nag-support sa ating channel. Super thank you sa mga nag-donate. Ayan, you can still donate. Ayan, go to www.pinoyaccountant.com/donate. So, sobrang na-appreciate ko yung any amount. Actually, any amount would be a big help to me. So, yun lang yung video natin for today. Again, thank you very much and I'll see you again in our next videos.